Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Funjunkman here with another episode of Funjunkman's Finds. This is episode number 3. This is going to be Hot Wheels and finding a listing price. So what I did was I bought a bag at thrift store the other day of 125 Hot Wheels Matchbox type cars. This is going to be the first time I'm piecing videos together because I took the video of that bag so then I could run through it and see if what the values were, what kind of stuff there is here. So bear with me if it seems a little blocky or seems a little repetitive, but yeah. So I'm going to jump over to the video here now that I took of the bag, and then I'll finish up the second half of it here shortly. I paid $9 for this bag. I don't know that there's anything great here. Sometimes these bigger, I'm going to go ahead and open it up here. Hopefully it doesn't crackle too much. Sometimes these bigger monster trucks, depending on tire colors, rim colors, all that kind of stuff can be pretty good. There's, 5 or 6 or 7 of them here. The things I also look at is like these different cars, like so. It's got a white bottom to it, a little bit different, white tires. It's a different kind of car. But ultimately, I like matchboxes. You can Hot Wheels, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of them here. We can gather these all up and we will see how we do. I will definitely do a follow-up on this. All right, so now we're going to show you kind of how I figure out a value and whether they're worth listing on eBay or not. Sometimes they don't sell. Sometimes it's just looking for a comparative price, and I get them up as an auction. If I don't sell as an auction, if I don't get a starting bid as an auction, then I'll throw them up as buy it now and just leave them sit there till whenever they sell. So okay, so what I got here is I take a picture with my webcam. These I kind of set up a little studio with a little black thing, and then I'll typically just drag these into Google Lens. So I typically have Google Lens open here, and then so I'll just drop it into Google Lens, and then Google Lens will identify this for me. And this will tell me that it's a Hot Wheels 1982 Camaro Z28. You can look down here, there's some prices. Yeah, you just never really know what these are going to be. So then what I do is I just copy the description it gave me here, right? And I go into eBay and I'll click just here, right? So I'll click on search this. So then I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on sold items because I don't really care what people have listed for because people can list it for whatever they want, right? So now I'm going to be looking for that car, which, I'm going to scroll down until I find one that's very similar to this car, which is right here. So this one's sold. This is the exact same car that I just took that picture of. This one is sold for $13.75. It is the same car. They did have free shipping, so knock it $5-6 off for shipping. So this car should sell for about $7. So what I did was I went in here and I'll go to my eBay, and typically what I do is I like to list these things in the afternoon. Once I get the stuff, I'll go into the selling side of things. I'll go into my drafts, and so I have 19 items here drafted up. I listed 7 items yesterday, so ultimately I found 26 cars here. I went through all 130 of them, 25, whatever the number was, and just did it. So essentially what I do is I just list everything. If I think it's worth selling, I just listed the start price at $3.99. If I get $3.99 for all 20 of these cars, hey, I'll be happy, right? I paid $9 for the bag. So, by the time fees and everything else happen, my cost of boxes, so forth, so on, it brings it together, right? So 19, I think I listed 7 or 8 yesterday. So I have 27 that I'm listing individually. The other 100 of them I'll take, 95 or whatever that number is, I'll take and I'll break those into lots of 10 or 12 and list them for $4.99 with some shipping. And so maybe I'll list another 10 of those. So ultimately, if this all came together, I could end up with $150 from this $10 bag of Hot Wheels. So yeah, just kind of one of those things, and that's why I hardly ever pass up a bag of matchboxes, especially if I see 1 or 2 items that I know are fairly decent. So yeah, this is something that I play around with, and I probably have a couple thousand of them sitting in the closet that I pull out once in a while and look at. So yeah. All right, so if you like this, like I said, hopefully the video turns out good with the choppiness and everything. Hopefully I get the transitions figured out. Might seem a little bit weird, but bear with me. I'm new to this kind of stuff. So, all right, again, thanks everybody. Check out my eBay. Again, if you see something here you like, throw me an offer on eBay. Throw me an offer here on YouTube or whatever, and we'll figure something out. All right, again, thanks everybody. Have a great day.